You do realise that without my permission as a police officer you cannot use that video, and I can confiscate that as well if I need to. Alright then, at this moment in time you're staying under section 23 of the Terrorist Act, okay?
23?
Section 43 of the Terrorist
43?
Act.
Do you know that's what I'm doing?
Because you've got your phone out, you're pointing your camera towards personal cars.
Taking pictures of the fence.
What?
I'm taking pictures of the fence.
Why are you doing it?
What's it got to do with you? Do you want to come round to the side?
You're right, well.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Taking pictures
Of?
the fence.
The fence? Why?
I like fences.
Like fences?
I went to the reception, she said it's fine.
Right, it's not fine, is it really?
Is it not fine?
No. Current threat levels at the moment, isn't it, for the police, and you're filming private cars?
Can you draw a step back a bit?
No, not at all. What's your name, buddy?
I'm not telling you my name.
Not telling his name? Right.
You don't need to, but you just need to grow up a bit, don't you?
Really?
Yeah. Because all you're doing is just trying to antagonise people.
I'm not trying to antagonise anyone.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're still filming personal people's private cars.
I'm not filming the cars.
You sat there with you. I've just watched your screen. You're videoing.
I know I'm videoing,
Exactly.
but I'm taking pictures of the fence.
Yeah.
I went to reception. She said it's fine.
PC Morris suddenly jumps to the most overused excuse in modern policing. You can't film because of the current threat level. It sounds dramatic, but it completely falls apart under even basic scrutiny. The truth is, there hasn't been a single successful terrorist attack on a UK police station in well over 10 years. Even more telling, when you look at every documented plot since 2010, not one involves someone standing on a public pavement holding a camera. The official guidance from the Home Office, the Met, and oversight bodies all say the same thing. Taking photos or videos of police buildings from public land is legal and, on its own, does not amount to suspicious behavior. That's where the contradiction becomes impossible to ignore. Every single day, police stations appear in tourist photos, travel vlogs, dashcam footage, TikToks, and bus window recordings. Thousands of people unknowingly film police buildings constantly, and yet, somehow, only auditors are treated like they are scouting targets. This isn't about security. If it were, everyone with a smartphone would be stopped. What's really happening is selective enforcement driven by discomfort, not law.
Why would you take a piece of people's personal car
I'm not taking pictures of the cars.
when the threat level is very high?
Even if I was taking pictures of the cars,
Yeah.
is it against the law?
You can film. I'm just asking you why with the current threat level. What do you do for a living?
It's my own business.
Your child.
Am I a child?
Yeah. You act like an adult. And
Do you need retraining now to deal with the public?
no,
I think you do.
Not really.
What's up with you, mate?
What?
What's up with you?
Nothing.
You got a good photo there?
Video, mate, video.
Video. You do realise that without my permission as a police officer you cannot use that video, and I can confiscate that as well if I need to.
I don't think so.
I do.
What law is that?
That'll be the law of the pace that I'm going to find out at this moment in time.
Alright, am I being detained?
At this moment in time you are.
For what?
Well, I'm just going to get the code at this moment in time and I'm going to search it under an act.
Alright, yeah.
And then you'll have to provide your details as well.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
No, I don't.
When you're detained, you do.
No, I don't.
PC Morris demonstrates, in real time, that he doesn't actually understand the limits of his own authority. He confidently tells FTA that the footage can't be used without police permission, and even claims he can seize it if necessary. None of that is grounded in UK law. Officers do not own recordings made in public, and they cannot just take a camera unless it contains evidence of a specific crime. Discomfort is not evidence, then things get worse. As Morris physically closes a gap, he abruptly announces that FTA is now detained. Naturally, FTA asks the only question that matters in law. Detained under what power? And Morris responds with the most revealing line of the entire exchange. I'm going to get a code. That sentence exposes everything. He had already restricted FTA's freedom without any lawful authority, and was now waiting for a colleague to radio him a legal justification after fact. That isn't enforcement. That's detention first, legal reasoning later, the exact opposite of how policing is supposed to work.
Are you recording? You should inform me, shouldn't you?
It's there.
It's there. I know you got a camera, but I don't know it's on, do I? Until you inform me.
We're going to do that now. Alright then, at this moment in time you're staying under section 23 of the Terrorist Act, okay?
23?
Section 43 of the Terrorist
43,
Act.
right, yeah.
43 of the Terrorist Act. So basically, you're ballied up at this moment in time and you're taking personal videos of that, okay? So I'm going to ask you to remove that at this moment and give me your personal details.
Right, under section 43, I don't have to give my details.
Well, you do at this moment in time. If your details provide out under this search at this moment in time, I'll just arrest you, mate.
For what?
for this moment in time for a possible terrorist act.
So you think I'm a terrorist? I'm overt. I'm not covert.
Okay.
Have you read the memo
What memo?
on people filming around police stations?
I have.
Yeah?
A bit suspicious though, isn't it, pal?
No, it's not suspicious, because I've told you exactly what I'm doing.
You're not filming fences?
Yeah?
Why?
I like fences.
Why do you like fences?
Because that's what I'm into, that's what I do in my free time.
Where's your best fence then that you've had? Show me other videos then of your best fences.
I like police fences.
Like police fences?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so that's a bit suspicious then, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Right.
When PC Morris finally gets a legal power fed to him over the radio, he still manages to fumble it spectacularly. He blurts out Section 23 first, which has nothing to do with terrorism at all and isn't even a detention power in this context. When FTA questions it, Morris abruptly pivots to Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, and that sudden switch tells you everything you need to know. He didn't have real ground from the start. He was scrambling for something, anything, that might sound authoritative, but Section 43 has a very strict threshold. It requires genuine, individualized, reasonable suspicion that the person is involved in terrorism, not vague threat levels. Not, you've got a camera. And definitely not, my colleague is feeding me options through a radio. None of that meets the legal standard. Then comes the most serious error of all. Morris begins demanding FTA's personal details and even threatens arrest if he doesn't comply. That isn't confusion, that's fabrication. Section 43 allows a search. It does not give police the power to force someone to identify themselves. By doing that, Morris wasn't enforcing the law. He was inventing authority that simply does not exist.
Before a search then, you got anything that's going to harm you or me or any of my colleagues?
No.
Okay, do you want to take your hands out your pockets then for us?
Yep.
Make sure you get my good side.
Turn round.
Why's that?
Let's get your good side.
Good side's good side. Reckon we got two phones on you?
That one's for phoning, this one's for taking pictures.
What, you said he was videoing, not taking pictures?
Well, you can take stills of the videos, can't I?
Oh, I see. So you tried to correct me before, but you were wrong yourself, wasn't you?
I'm not wrong, am I?
Well, you was, wasn't you? Jaguar key. You know what they say about people who drive Jaguars, don't you?
What's that?
Who drive Jaguars. Right, balls going between your legs, do not kick out, it'll be your... Right, I just think you should leave.
Can I put my stuff back in my pocket?
What's it's your stuff?
Yep.
Right, you've got another offence now, I think you should move on.
Once the Section 43 search turns up absolutely nothing, that should have been the end of it. That is the entire purpose of a terrorism search. Test the suspicion, confirm or dismiss it, and move on. When nothing is found, the officer's authority under that power effectively evaporates, and the situation should immediately de-escalate, but that's not what happens here. Instead of relaxing, PC Morris stays tense, rigid, and confrontational, continuing to treat FTA as if it's still a threat. So when he says, "I think you should leave, you've had enough of the fence," that instruction doesn't come from any legal necessity. It comes from wounded pride and personal discomfort. He cannot stand the fact that FTA is fully within his rights to remain where he is and keep filming. Even after the search proves there is no danger, Morris still attempts to pressure him out of the area, not for safety, but to regain control of a situation that has slipped out of his hands. A competent, professional officer would have simply said, "Nothing found. You're free to go," and ended the interaction right there.
On there.
Good, bye-bye.
Look at this fence, this is interesting. Just going to get all the fences as I walk down, is that alright?
Switch it off, mate, you don't need to.
You can't tell me to switch it off.
Oh, you might have got, but just switch it off, isn't it?
And you never got me details, did you? Because you can't get me details. Under Section 43 you can't. Off you pop.
I'm just here with an update from the solicitors, who've basically confirmed that they've received a response from the defendant, which is the PC Morris, PC 16660 from Longside Police Station. They have rejected the Part 36 offer, and their stance on liability has not changed. And the only way to progress is to issue...
This letter from FTA's own solicitors reveals far more than it appears to on the surface. When a claimant's legal team states that the defendant has refused a Part 36 offer, that's legal shorthand for something very specific. The other side is denying liability and preparing to fight. Even if it drives the costs up dramatically, Part 36 offers exists for one reason: to give the defending party a final opportunity to resolve the case at a reduced financial risk. When a police force turns one down, especially in a situation where the stop, detention, and search are already on shaky legal ground, it usually signals that their legal team is posturing rather than assessing reality. So while the force may have believed rejecting the offer made them look resolute, the practical effect was the opposite. It told FTA's legal team that compromise was off the table, and that pressing forward was now the only rational move.
The professional opinion that there are reasonable prospects of success to issue court proceedings. The following reasons are: it is not a criminal offence to record a police officer or police station, and this in itself is not enough to satisfy honest and reasonable suspicion that I am a terrorist or engaging in terrorist activity. In their view, they are under no legal obligation to provide details to PC Morris. Even if a court finds that my detainment and search was lawful, PC Morris failed to provide the necessary information prior to the search. This is his name and the police station to which he is attached, which could render the lawful search.
In the end, there was nothing holding this detention together. Every legal support beam that might have justified it simply wasn't there. When a solicitor openly states that there are strong prospects of winning, and even suggests that a search which might appear lawful on paper can become unlawful through flawed procedure, that's a clear warning sign. At that point, the force is no longer managing risk. It's staring straight at defeat. And then comes a final confirmation, delivered in the simplest possible way. FTA himself put it to rest publicly. When someone commented online telling him to take legal action, his response was brief and definitive. He already had, and he'd already been compensated. That single line ties everything together. The legal analysis predicted exactly how this would end, and reality followed the script. Another case where officers leaned on imaginary powers, were caught on camera, and ultimately paid the cost in real money. That wraps up today's breakdown. If you found value in this episode, support the channel with a like, a comment, and a subscription. It makes independent coverage like this possible.